Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome to the second bowl game in program history as we go up against the 7-5 Washington Huskies. We did lose our first bowl game last year by the way of Minnesota, as we thought we could beat them, and quite frankly, they just brought a better punch. So this year, we'll need to step it up quite a bit because Washington is 7-5, but they also played in the Pac-12 a lot of tough games all season, and they have plenty of weapons on offense, including Marquise Spiker, 98 overall. He is a monster. Does not have the top end speed, but this team is loaded. Plenty of talent on both sides of the ball, but really on the offensive side is where they shine the most. Just looking at their schedule, they have a lot of close losses. A 3-point loss versus USC, a 3-point overtime loss versus Utah, a 3-point loss versus Arizona. I mean, they have a lot of close losses. Their record is definitely hiding that true talent. So let's get this game underway here in the Kraft Fight for Hunger Bowl, as here is Spiker back to receive the kick. And we do tackle him down at about the 30-yard line. So here comes the quarterback, the senior Sermon, and he's under center for the first play. Throw out to the right side. He's finding his tight end, Todd Williams, for about a gain of 1 yard. So 2nd and 10 this time. Sermon dropping back, throwing to the sideline. He's got Brown, who gets tackled by Marvin Woods for about a gain of 8. Bringing it to a 3rd and 1. We're going to send the house on this one. Play action fake. Sermon gets rid of it. Throws out to left side. He's got Davis down the left sideline and makes a man miss and gets tackled at about the 22-yard line. Gain of 41 to start out this game on a 3rd and short. And that's a big throw by Jacob Sermon, the senior. So under center this time on a 1st and 10. Throw out to the right side. He lobs it to Lacey, who gets inside the 10-yard line on that one. And that's a gain of 13. So 1st and goal this time. Sermon, he's going to throw across the middle. He's got Spiker, who tries to fight his way in. He gets tackled at about the 1-yard line by Ryan Robinson. That brings it to a 2nd and goal. Another play action. Throw to the fullback. That's a touchdown, Kenton Taylor. And he's in 1 yard out. And that's going to make it 7-0. Washington made it look easy on that first drive. So here's our offense out onto the field. Adam Miller is leading this team out onto the field for the last time in his career. He hands it off to Jabari Blaze to start it out. That's a gain of 10. So now on a 2nd and 10, here's a throw out to left side. His favorite target, the greatest receiver in school history, Marlon Yarbrough. Gain of 14 and a 1st down. So 1st and 10, handoff up the middle. Adam Murphy, who's getting the carry up the middle, 4 yards. As we move the ball past the 50-yard line for a 2nd and 6 carry. Jabari Blaze, another hole. He gets pushed forward 8 yards. And we're looking good here on this first drive as we move closer into field goal range. So now 2nd and 10, throw out to left side. It's going to be tipped, intended for the senior Brett Hill, who, remember, he was not an original walk-on. He came over from a JUCO. So 3rd and 10, throw out to the right side. That's going to be caught by the freshman Xavier Storm, having an impressive year. That's a gain of 10 for the 1st down. So now we are into field goal range as we do hand it off to Jabari Blaze on the counter. Bringing it to a 2nd and 4 here. 5 wide receivers out there. Miller, he's going to take it himself, and he's going to slide in at about the 11-yard line for the 1st down. This has been a long, methodical drive as we get it inside the 5 on a 3rd and 3. This time, scrambling up the middle. Miller gets in, and that's going to be a touchdown. But take a look. There's a flag on the play. It's going to be holding. So this one will come back, as Jabari Blaze did hold. So now we get it to a 3rd and 13. Miller, he's going to try to take it himself this time, and he's not going to get in from about the 13-yard line. And we do have to settle for 3 points, and that makes it 7-3. As here comes Jacob Sermon back out onto the field. Put together a nice drive on the first play, though. That's going to be a tackle in the backfield. Derek and Pinto, Marvin Woods are all there for the stop. That's a loss of 4 yards. So now 3rd and 11. Throw out to left side. He's got Smiley on the sideline. J.J. Smiley. He's got 14 yards and a 1st down. So now we roll into the 2nd quarter now. Here's Jacob Sermon. Throw across the middle. He's got Brown, who's open again. 23 yards. Big gain on that one. And Jacob Sirmon starts out this game 8 for 8, perfect, throwing the ball. So 1st and 10 this time, a design rollout this time. Got all day to throw, dumps it over the middle. That's Spiker, who gets tackled at the 1 again. 31 yards downfield, and Sirmon is perfect to start this game. So 1st and goal, throw out to the sideline. We thought they were going to run the ball. We sold out for the run. That is a touchdown, Jacob Brown. And Sirmon starts out this game 10 for 10 with 2 touchdown passes already. So here we are in a 2nd and 10 on the following drive. Here is Adam Miller trying to get going, throwing the ball, but Washington is all over this offense. So now 3rd and 10 this time. Miller, he's going to try to scramble and take it himself. He dives for the 1st down marker. That's a gain of 13 for the senior. And here we go at the 35-yard line. Handoff this time. Bam, Cameron's in the backfield. He gets swallowed up by a gang of Washington Huskies, and that's a loss of 5 yards. So now 2nd and 15, throw over the middle. That's going to be picked off by Goss, and that was intended for Doug Johnson. But Adam Miller, I don't know what he was throwing to on this one. That one wasn't even close. He had a window to throw to. He could not find his fellow senior, and it's going to be the 1st turnover of the game. So here comes Jacob Sirmon back out onto the field, finding his other tight end, Todd Williams. They have so many weapons on this offense. That's a 1st down. So we eventually do get him to a 3rd and 7. This time, Sirmon dumps it off short. He breaks the tackle. Williams and picks up the 1st down, hit hard by Blake Childress, but it's a 1st down for Sirmon once again. So he has thrown his first incompletion. Here's a handoff up the middle. This time, Newton in the backfield, and he's going to pick up a gain of 8. And that is going to be bringing it to a 2nd and 12 at about the 13-yard line from the shotgun. They run the receiver in motion. Throw to the end zone. Wide open. It's Doug Brown in the corner of the end zone, and that's a touchdown. He has not thrown an incompletion. I stand corrected. 13 for 13 in 3 touchdown passes. Oh, boy, this does not look good. So here we are back on an offense, giving the ball off to Jabari Blaze. He only picks up a gain of 2, as we're going to have to air this one out to try to keep up with Washington. Throw across the middle. It's going to be Blaze again. He's got 7 yards, but stopped just short of the 1st down marker, and we're down 21-3. It's not looking good, so we're going to line up to go for it here early on in this game. But look at the man coverage on the next play. We're trying to scramble out and try to get rid of it, but it's going to be incomplete. Washington is making this tough on this Whitetails team. I think the talent gap has finally caught up to us, as now we play these tough teams later in the year. You can see how good these teams are when we play them now. So now inside of 2 minutes here in the 1st half. This time Sirmon throwing out to left side. It's going to be incomplete. That one will be his 1st incompletion as he throws that one out of bounds. He still has more touchdown passes and incompletions than this one. Throw out to the left side. It's Spiker. Touchdown. One-on-one coverage versus the senior Quintaris Jones. And wow, 4 touchdown passes in the 1st half. It couldn't go any worse. Wow, this is just horrible. So here's Xavier Storm trying to bring some life into this offense. He breaks down the left sideline, and that's a big return as we get it to about the 36-yard line, as Xavier Storm just trying to pump some life into this team. So here's a throw out to the left side. We try to give it to him, but that's great coverage. Jimmy Simmons, 3 for 13 for Adam Miller. Adam Miller has just as many completions as Jacob has touchdowns on the other side of the ball. This is just insane, as we do finally get a 1st down on that throw. So now we get it to a 2nd and 10. This time Miller tries to get away from the pass rush and throws to the end zone, but it's going to be caught. We wanted that one thrown just a little bit more to the right, and he's 4 of 16. Now 3rd and 10, a minute left here in the 1st half. Throw to the end zone. It's going to be Xavier Storm, but he gets hit and drops a touchdown on that one, and that brings it to a 4th and 10, and we're just not going to risk it. We're going to kick this field goal, take the points, and it is 28-6 as we go into halftime. This is turning out to be a nightmare. Washington is just a juggernaut compared to us. So here we go to start the 2nd half. Can we just get anything going on offense? Here's a quick throw out to the left side. It's Doug Johnson, the senior, 24 yards and a 1st down for him. So now we line up with 3 wide receivers out to the right side. Here is Miller scrambling that way. He's going to take it himself. We just got to take the yardage where we can get it. That's a first down for the senior. So now at about the 39-yard line, this time Miller from the shotgun. Quick throw. Doug Johnson gets hit hard, but it's a gain of about 6. You just got to take the yards where you can get them. Throw to the right side on a quick throw. 2nd and 4. Yarbrough's open. 9 yards. And that's another first down on this drive. So now 6.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Here's a throw to the right side. Yarbrough breaks a tackle, and he gets inside the 5. And now we're in business. We just need to get into the end zone on this one. 1st and goal. Throw out to the right. It's caught by Xavier Storm. 3 yards out. Touchdown. But we got to keep going. Down by 2 scores. We do go for 2, and we get it. So now here we are down by 14 points. Sears getting going on the next drive. Pass from Jacob Sermon, and he gets a big gain of 21. They just have too many guys to guard. As we're trying to send different blitzes, trying to send different coverages, it just doesn't seem to be working. Handoff up the middle. Newton fighting forward, 14 yards. And the jet sweep definitely faked us out on that one. As now Washington gets the ball at about the 35-yard line after that big first down run. Sermon, this time, he's going to take it himself. And if there wasn't another way to stop this team, Sermon, he's scrambling up the middle. He's not even a scrambling quarterback. He gets the first down. So here is J.J. Smiling once again getting the catch on the slant route across the middle. Gain of 6. Everybody is touching the ball for this Washington offense. You can't single in on one guy. Newton out of the backfield, throwing a stiff arm. He's got a gain of 7. Bringing it to a 2nd and 3 here at about the 4-yard line. Under center, Sermon throws across the middle. He's got Spiker, touchdown, 3 yards out. And this is just impossible. 5 touchdown passes. He's only got 3 incompletions. I don't know what to do to stop this guy. He's a senior, 98 overall. It just seems like he's doing whatever he wants, whenever he wants, whatever. So here is Miller backing onto the field. Throw across middle. He's got Doug Johnson. He picks up 7 yards. Well, that's a first down, but, man, I mean, these yards are tough to come by in this game. So here is Miller. Throw down the left sideline. It's going to be picked off by Page. And look at the play by their All-American cornerback. Take a look. He has man coverage on Doug Johnson, but he just recognizes that Brett Hill is going to be open, and he comes off of his man, and that's an interception. And Washington is just handling us here in this bowl game. Possession up 3 scores. Handoff. Newton throws off a guy. Runs over Beaver. Breaking tackles. And look at this. Still up. And he gets about a gain of about 21. And then there is a penalty on the play. Face mask on the defense. So, wow. Brad Robinson gets called on that one. So now at about the 15-yard line. Throw across the left side. That's going to be caught. Chris Sears thought we had maybe an opportunity at a pick 6. They have otherwise. They have other plans here on a 3rd and 4. This time Sermon all day to throw. Throw to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown. And wow, Jacob Sermon, 6 touchdown passes in this game. A new school record in a game. And wow, it is 42-14 here towards the end of the 3rd quarter. Miller thrown out to the right side of the next drive. It's picked off. Oh my goodness, the destruction continues. And this is just not our game. And wow, it looks like we are going to be 0-2 all time in bowl games as this clock does wind down here in the 3rd quarter. Handoff, Newton breaking a tackle. We can't even get tackles in the backfield on a draw play. Newton still picks up 7 on that one. So now 3rd and 4. Run a screen pass out to the right side. Newton has a couple of blocks. He's in. 49-14. This game is just ugly as now we get the ball back here once again towards the end of the 3rd quarter. Handoff, Blaze, but the defense is just daunting. Big hit on the junior. So here's Blaze on the carry up the middle. Another 5 yards. And that brings it to a 3rd and 2 here as this clock does wind down here in the 3rd quarter. Throw out to left side to the flat. Doug Johnson tries to fight for the first down and still gets hit. So now they bring it to a 4th and inches. This time Miller Nobody to throw it to. He gets hit on the throw, and it's going to be incomplete. And, man, that is just the type of game it's been. Miller goes down, and now we move into the fourth quarter, down 56-14 as they do convert for another touchdown. Here is Miller, his last throws of his career, finding Brett Hill in the flat that time, 3 yards. So now 2nd and 7 here, 5 minutes left in the game. Screen pass out to the right side, Jabari, and he's going to fight his way forward for a 7-yard gain. He will be back next year for his senior season, so I'm looking forward to the next senior class as well. Blaze, and includes other guys such as Marvin Woods, Ryan Robinson. A lot of guys are coming back, and it just doesn't seem like this is our game. This isn't at all. I mean, we're not even close. And I did put a poll out to see if you guys think we should go to the Big Ten. And looking at this game, I think otherwise. I don't know, as Miller tries to get the quarterback draw going up the middle. Big hit. The defense saw it coming the whole way. And that's the game. That's the type of game this was. 56-14, an ugly showing here in our bowl game. Washington was just better. They were just better. I mean, there was nothing we could do. We could not stop them on offense, man coverage, zone coverage. Look at Jacob Sirmon, 7 touchdown passes in this game. He wins MVP, and they take home the bowl victory. We actually were 16th going into this game. I'm not even sure we'll be ranked after this one, as this was just a blowout, 56-14. We haven't gotten blown out like this since season 1, it seemed like, and we just could not get anything going. We were clearly outmatched. The play call wasn't even bad. It was just that their athletes were better than our athletes. Marvin Woods did have 11 tackles. I guess that was the one highlight of the game. And Xavier Storm had a touchdown grab as well. And Miller kind of ends his career on a shaky note as he tries to prepare for his next journey in life. I don't know if that's going to be NFL, CFL, who knows. So Marlon Yarbrough does have a couple of accomplishments here, the most touchdown catches and touchdowns in school history. He has 31 total. We'll see if maybe Xavier Storm can catch him. Right now, he looks like he's on pace to at least compete. 4,700 yards ends up being the school record. He breaks his own record of last year. And then 354 career receptions. That's an NCAA record for Marlon Yarbrough. Adam Miller does have 10,000 yards passing through 4 seasons, so big feat for him as he's going to be missed. That's his last game playing as we move on here to the next season. Season 5 is going to be a lot different. We're going to have a lot more new starters and just a different team. I mean, it's going to be a different atmosphere, especially not with Adam Miller at quarterback. Illinois does beat USF in their bowl game, so USF does not win 2 in a row. Marquette actually ends up playing New Mexico, and they end up winning that game. Miller doesn't impress really, 16 for 34, but they still come away with the victory. And then finally in the national championship, I thought Auburn would be there, but they lost in the SEC championship to Florida. So Florida goes on to the national championship and loses to Iowa. So Iowa gets a national title, and the title is back in the Big Ten, as maybe we will be facing them next year if we move on to the Big Ten. So that's going to do it here in this episode. Next episode, I'm pretty sure I'm going to just recap Season 4. So you don't want to miss that one. I'm also going to recap the senior class as well, just the last 4 years. Because remember, this is the last year that the original team will even have anybody on the squad. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. A disappointing end to the season, but looking forward to the offseason. So stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I've been working hard for a minute. The ones who don't deserve it seem to be the ones that get it. The ones who speak the truth never get the recognition, but the ones that act foolish seem to get all the attention. It don't matter though, yeah. Hey, it don't even matter though, no. Hey, it don't even matter.